The MLB season is coming to an end, and there's nothing better than being in the atmosphere of a pennant race. Now when you use SeatGeek and my code BrewPack, exactly how my channel name is spelled, at checkout, you can see all the moments for $20 off the next time you buy tickets. Shout out to my patrons. If you want to see your name here, link is down in the description. Alright, what's going on, guys? Me and Ober are back for a game, set, match. It has been a while. I don't know if this is going up Friday or Saturday, but in the future, as in like honestly from now on, either every other week or every week or so, every Friday, we'd like to do this. If it gets good views or whatever, you guys enjoy it, we'll for sure keep on doing it. Hopefully actually continue this on. So anyway, guys, we are back. Obviously, that's OberSports. Y'all know me, you're on my channel. But we had 3 topics today. We're going to try to keep it 3 topics instead of 4 like we did last time, keep these videos a little bit shorter. We got, are the Brewers a playoff team? Who is your surprise NFL team? And what is Aaron Rodgers' numbers going to be this season?
So we'll start with the Brewers. Are they going to make the playoffs? Do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Me? Okay. Simply put, no, they're not going to make the playoffs. They are not a good enough team. They are too inconsistent offensively to make the playoffs, and their bullpen is always relied upon to blow the game whenever the offense does in fact show up. So obviously my optimism is not really that high on the Brewers right now. Of course they're probably going to suck me right back in with a good week this week or something like that, and then they're going to have next week they'll be back to being terrible like they always are.
Take 5 or 6.
Up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah. It's just they can never find consistency. It's like even when they win games, it doesn't really feel that good sometimes because it's like you just feel like, oh, you feel like the Brewers just could have played better, and they don't.
Yeah, I mean, every single time you're like, okay, this is a win that's going to get us back on track. Like that game in Washington on Saturday, the one we won, people go blowing it, and then we finally won the game. It's just like, okay, this is going to get back on track. I feel like I've said that 10 different times this year, and it's not happening. It hasn't happened. It just hasn't happened. And like I said, obviously, I want to be 100% wrong. I want this team to be a World Series team, a playoff team, 100%. All right, but right now, I just wouldn't bet on it. I just would not bet on the Brewers making the playoffs. It's as simple as that. They haven't proved that they are a playoff team. They haven't proved it once this year. They did in the first week when they were 7-1. Other than that, they've been under 500 this year. Yeah. Especially with the schedule coming up, St. Louis, Chicago, Houston. It's just the schedule isn't easy. It gets easier after that, but will those games even matter if you don't take care of business against these hard teams?
I mean, this is pretty much the Brewers' season coming up right now with these next 14 games, the next 2 weeks or so for the Brewers. Like, if they do well, they finish with a winning record, then they're going to be right there in the mix when September comes around and the pennant race really starts heating up. But if they don't do well, if they finish under 500 in these next 14 games, then I'm sorry to say, but I mean, you can pretty much stick a fork in them.
You have to win series right now. You don't have to sweep these teams. Just take 2 or 3, 3 or 4.
The good news is that 11 of the next 14 are at home, and the Brewers are a significantly better team at home than they are on the road. So hopefully that helps the Brewers a little bit. Hopefully they can, gain some confidence, get on a roll, win a few in a row, and just take it from there.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, the offense got to be more consistent in the bullpen. It's not even close to where it was last year, and that's a big reason why. Because this team had a lot of offensive struggles last year, too. They went through some stretches, but the bullpen always was able to step up.
Knable was there. Jeffers had 1 ERA. Hader was untouchable. Other people stepped up. This year, it's just not one guy in the bullpen. I'm like, yeah, I trust you right now. I don't trust anybody. Not even
not even Josh Hader.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
You just gotta hope to play a little bit better baseball, and hopefully the Cubs and the Cardinals fall a little bit, but you can't rely on them. You have to do your own business right now. So it's up to the Brewers for sure. All right, next topic today, we have who is your surprise NFL team. So this is the team who you bet on to make the playoffs, but you think they have a chance when pretty much no one else has them in there. You want to start?
Yes. My surprise NFL playoff team this year, the Buffalo Bills. I believe the Buffalo Bills are a team that has a lot of things that are going in the upward direction for them. They have the defense part down. They were a top 5 defense last year. They are the #1 pass defense in the entire NFL. Unfortunately for them, they had one of the worst offensive seasons in NFL history, and they started a rookie quarterback for pretty much the entire season. So obviously things didn't really go too well for them on that side of the ball. But this year, they've got some new weapons, and they've got a year of experience under the belt for Josh Allen. I'm really excited to see how he does. If he can step up his game and he can throw for 4,000 yards, he's got a lot of weapons now. They signed Frank Gore in the backfield. They signed T.J. Yeldon in the backfield. They have Andre Roberts, John Brown. I'm trying to think of the other guy.
I don't recall.
What?
I don't recall his name.
I should know this.
Honestly, if I'm the Bills, you just gotta hope it's just like the Bears last year. Your quarterback and offense isn't gonna get you there. It's gonna be the defense, and you just have to hope the offense is on that good enough side.
Yeah. And Josh Allen has loads of potential. He has one of the strongest arms in the NFL.
For
He just
sure.
has to get
Accuracy.
a little more consistent, and I'm betting on him to take the jump this season. So hopefully the Bills will be able to do enough offensively to help their defense out, and if they do, then this could be one scary team. And they also added Ed Oliver, who's been a force in the preseason so far. So
you have this team challenging the Patriots in the AFC East, so you just have a wild card.
wild card. No one's going to challenge the Patriots.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I also have an AFC East team in this. I have the New York Jets, actually. So this is a team that, just like Jacob said with the Bills, they're not going to challenge the Patriots in the AFC East. Look at the Patriots' schedule. So easy. So you mix the Patriots in an easy schedule. It sounds like success to me if you're them. So I have the Jets. Last year for the draft, I wasn't high on Sam Darnold. He has grown on me. I just wasn't high on him at all. I do like him more. I think he will take a big step this sophomore year. I'm not saying he's going to be a top 10 quarterback, but top 15, the better half of the quarterbacks in the league, I think it is very possible. Their defense is above average, obviously headlining with Jamal Adams, and they added one of the best, if you could argue the best, running backs in the league. I don't think he is, but there's an argument there, in Le'Veon Bell. I think this team could get that 6th spot in the wild card. I don't have them, but I think they could challenge the wild card.
Yeah, I think the Jets, I'm not sure if I would say above average defense. I'd say average to below average, but certainly offensively they have some pieces. Robbie Anderson is he's going to be like a breakout star this year in the receiving core for them.
They're 1-2 punch at run backs. Le'Veon and Ty Montgomery.
Yes, Ty Montgomery. But yeah, they're going to use their running backs, especially in the passing game. I would assume will make life a lot easier for Sam Darnold this year. Top 15 for Sam Darnold. That's possible.
I'm not saying bet your house on it. I'm just saying it's possible.
I'd say more like top 20, but like I said, I think they definitely could make life easier for him with all the weapons he's going to have. Chris Herndon at tight end also might be a breakout star this year. I've heard some predictions that he might catch 10 touchdown passes this year, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, both of these teams, the Bills, the Jets, they're going to be exciting to watch even if they don't make the playoffs this year. So yeah.
Yeah, and they have the new head coach, Adam Gase, in New York. So I think these teams, honestly all 3 teams in the AFC East, the Dolphins not this year, but I think they all have a future. They all have young quarterbacks. Rosen in Miami, Darnold in New York, and then Allen in Buffalo. Obviously, Brady is 42. He just signed an extension. The Patriots are still going to be good as long as Bill Belichick's there. But I think these teams can challenge the Patriots in the near future in the AFC East.
Yeah, the next couple of years, I wouldn't put it out of
for sure.
That's a possibility.
Alright guys, our last and final topic of the day is predict Aaron the GOAT Rodgers' number for the 2019-2020 season. Obviously there's some bias with me, okay? We all know that. I'm not going to deny that I'm not biased, right? But I truly believe there is a chip on Aaron Rodgers' shoulder. I think he is mad. You see when the reporters ask him about the one report came out earlier in the offseason, I forget who wrote it, when Greg Jennings has been talking, was it Finley, the other guy? Yeah, but you can just hear he's pissed off. He's truly pissed off. And a mad Aaron Rodgers sounds like a winning Aaron Rodgers, if you ask me. So maybe my numbers are a little high. That's fine. I think he's gonna have his 2nd best season of his career this year. I think he is behind 2011. I think he is gonna be absolutely amazing this year. Amazing this year.
So what are those numbers?
I have 42 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 67% completion percentage, and 4,358 passing yards. I truly believe Aaron Rodgers is going to be absolutely lights out. He's going to take back that not just elite quarterback status. People are questioning if he's even elite anymore. That's pathetic. He's going to take back the GOAT status this year.
Well, that was a dazzling rendition on Aaron Rodgers. Thank you, Ryan. Second best year of his career. I won't even say that this season is going to be in the ballpark for that. I will say, however, that Aaron Rodgers is going to be incredibly efficient as a 1-2 punch with the running game this year. The running game for the Green Bay Packers is going to be the strength of their offense, I believe, this year. It's going to be Brett Favre, Amon Green, early 2000s-esque. It's going to give people who were alive back then to watch those teams a lot of nostalgia from those years, I believe, because Matt LaFleur is going to come in, and the running backs are going to be the priority this year. I think they've got 3 really good running backs this year. I'm really excited to see Aaron Jones break out this year. Jamal Williams is a solid number 2 running back in short yardage situations and also a very solid pass catching back. I'm really excited to see how Aaron Jones does in the pass-catching game. I know I'm talking a lot about the running backs right now, but also I'm really excited about Dexter Williams as well. He could be a third running back that the Packers use in the passing game as well. He's got a lot of acceleration and explosiveness out of the backfield. But my main point here, the Packers are going to run the football a lot this year. So
Takes off some
I think
pressure
it's
from
going
Rodgers.
to take away a lot of pass attempts for Rodgers. And really, if you look at the trend the past few years, Aaron Rodgers has thrown the ball more than he has in his entire career. So what they want to do is eliminate as many pass attempts for Rodgers as they can. And that sounds kind of contradictory because don't you want your best player to have the ball in their hands the most? But I really think that the goal here is to kind of have Aaron Rodgers be, not necessarily the second fiddle, but have him be equal with the running game almost. So I expect Aaron Rodgers to throw for anywhere between 3,800 and 4,000 yards this year. It won't be that big of a year yardage-wise. I think he's going to throw a lot of touchdowns. I think he's going to have 36 touchdown passes this year, and I'm going with 6 interceptions, and his completion percentage is going to be much higher than in years past because he's going to be throwing a lot of shorter passes, quicker routes. I'm going to guess that he's going to go with a 66.7% completion percentage, and Aaron Rodgers maybe in the MVP talks, kind of like Drew Brees was last year, who was in a similar situation to Rodgers now. He's got a lot of pieces in the backfield, a lot of weapons. He didn't have to throw the ball nearly as much. He threw for far less yards than we're accustomed to Drew Brees throwing for. So Aaron Rodgers might have a season similar to Drew Brees last year. He's going to be in the MVP talks, and of course, when the Packers need him the most, he'll be there and he'll show up.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like you said, bring the running backs in this game. I think we're going to try a lot what the Patriots do, what Brady does with Michelle and White. Dump it off 2 yards, get some blockers, screen pretty much is what I'm describing. Or, like 4 yards down the field. Just the short, open passes, pick up some yards. I think it's going to obviously help Rodgers. He doesn't have to,
He doesn't have to be the hero anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have to put the team on his back the whole time.
That's the goal of the LaFleur system.
Yeah.
What LaFleur wants to do. As Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to be the hero, then the Packers are going to be very, very successful this year.
And I think the defense is going to the defense to me is in that good enough category, which is what the Packers have needed for the last 7 years, since 2010, honestly.
They were good enough in 2014.
They were. You're
We
right.
already know.
They're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that one. So I think defense will help Rodgers and the Packers offense get that ball back, and that will obviously help towards yards and touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. All right, guys, that's going to be it. That's all 3 topics today. In the comments below, please give us some suggestions how to do better in these, some feedback. Give us some topics too for next week, modern day topics, or what's going around right now. That's what we're doing. Subscribe to me, obviously, BrewPack. Subscribe to OberSports if you're watching on my channel. He does pretty good stuff, pretty much similar to mine. So I think that's it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, both down description below. I'll put a little thing there to sub to him. Y'all have a beautiful day as always. I'll see you in my next video.
That's like my trademark now.